Pranam Gurudev. In the modern time, even amongst the young people like Mr. Prakash, though they are belonging to the well-to-do family and having education like Mr. Prakash has justly passed his bachelor degree, but still people are finding themselves to be depressed, though they do not have any mundane problem. So what is the cause of this depression throughout the world in the modern mass? People cannot stay without psychosomatic drugs. So do you have any kind of solution for this present day problem of depression?
Let us talk about the cause first of all. Where from depression comes? That is the question. It is purely a psychological matter. People have a natural happiness endowed by nature. Everybody has a kind of happiness, In the Upanishad it is said, Kohevan nakta kah prana jadisha akasha anandanasya. Even in this space, there would not be joy, happiness, natural happiness. Nobody would be surviving, nobody would be struggling to survive or make effort for working. So there is a natural joy in human heart. There is a space in human heart and it has a natural joy. When this joy is obstructed, then depression comes. Like we clean our room every day. If we have not cleaned the room properly, then dirt accumulates. So the accumulation of negative things, negative forces in the mind is the main reason for depression. Now, man is a psychological being. The very name itself is proved. Man, the word man has come from Sanskrit word manav. And manav has come from manan, the being which has the capacity to reflect, to think, to judge, to analyze. That is manav. And this man is more a mental being. He must know how to keep his mind in right track. And mind cannot be in right track if the lifestyle is not right. The foremost reason of depression is lack of activity, I think. Lack of activity. Nature wants from everybody sufficient action. Sufficient action. Nature has given us eyes, has given us mind to think, eyes to see, ears to hear, hands to work. And if you have not utilized these advantages that are given by nature, mind, intelligence, limbs, automatically mind doesn't become pure. Mind becomes depressed. So dynamism is needed. In human life, the most important thing is dynamism. The more you are active, less your depression. Less you are active, depression is more. We don't find depression in the children. Why? Because they're very active. They don't want to sit idle. They take rest, they take food, and they jump, run, play, gossip, talk, play with the friends. So that way, there's a lot of dynamism in them. And as they grow and they start thinking, the people start thinking that when they grow, they start thinking that, well, now I have grown up, I cannot play like children. I cannot, so he starts thinking of the worldly things, Psychology is like ambition, a kind of ambition. Ambition is not bad if it is followed by right action. A lot of people are ambitious and they work also hard all night long. There are many, many traders who make money, but they work hard from morning to evening for making money. Although people who are maybe politically inspired, they also work for their political goal to reach a position. When people don't have enough activity in life, then depression comes. Then depression comes. One thing is this. And second thing is the blood circulation. Blood circulation is important. You can see that when somebody has a problem, a thinker or a leader, he starts walking. He starts walking, pacing up and down. That means blood must be circulated. Blood has a lot of connection with our thinking. A lot of connection. If the blood is not circulated enough, already you know that the 3/4 of our physical existence is depending on blood. 3/4, like the earth. 3/4 of the earth is water, and 3/4 of the body is blood. And 75% of the blood is in the brain. In the brain it goes, it circulates. The brain is very thinking, it's active. Brain is constantly active, so it needs a lot of blood. After food, you see people get lazy because blood goes to the stomach for digestion. But at other times, the blood has to go to the brain, mostly. So if somebody has not taken enough physical exercise, physical activity, the blood is not circulated. When the blood is not circulated, then depression will come automatically. So blood circulation is lacking. And moreover, education, the modern education, the young men that they have got education, the education is deprived. The education is deprived of activity and deprived of spirituality. No activity, no spirituality. Nobody is trained to do work. No institution teaches children how to love work, work for work's sake. There is a delight in the work itself, but people don't know. They only work that much which is needed for their survival, for food, for money. But working has a different charm. Any work that you pick up, it is beneficial for your soul, beneficial for your mind, because the more you work, the mental maturity comes. Maturity comes. We need maturity. So these days, education is defective because education never teaches activity, never teaches contemplation, meditation. So spirituality is lacking. Spirituality is such a thing. What spirituality is? Spirituality is to come in touch with the soul that is in you. The soul is joyous, and if you have to come in touch with it, and there is a different kind of pleasure, different kind of joy, and this joy, when the heart is full of joy, full of bliss, automatically depression cannot stand. Like where there is wind, there is no dust. When there is rain, all dust is taken away. So when there is a lot of shower of happiness in you, then no depression can work. And spirituality, spiritual practices like meditation, yoga and all this has a certain specific attribute. What is that? That you will never allow depression to come in. Like many people have depression in the old age, that they have become old, their young age, their fine time, happy time is gone. That is one depression. The young people, they start thinking about their future. They want to do that, but the society doesn't give them opportunity. Or even education, what they have received, doesn't give them any right kind of job. That's also one reason. Both young people, their dreams, and the old people, they are brooding over past, ruminating over past. That's the problem. So in both cases, we must know that people do not know the right psychological dealing, how to deal himself. Present is the moment. If you are busy with your present, no depression will come. Use the present by doing work, by studying, by doing work, being busy. And if you are practicing yoga, meditation, automatically depression will go, because meditation, yoga and spirituality cannot keep pace with depression. Depression cannot have any accommodation over there. That is the thing. So what we need now to teach children how to enjoy working, how to enjoy exercise. And a lot of people, you see, when they're a child, they play a lot. But when they grow up, they don't want to move. Their movement becomes less. Automatically blood circulation is less, and a lot of diseases come in. Mental maladies and physical also diseases So I think from the very beginning, the training should be that people should contemplate, meditate once a day at least, chant some mantras, pranayamas and all these, doing some spiritual activities, and at the same time some social activities, some creative activity and exercises. If these three things are trained, spirituality, activities, social activities, creative activities, and exercise, physical exercise, every day for some time, physical exercise, so that the blood circulation is enough, brain gets enough blood, and then depression will go.
Can I ask you something more about this? I feel like depression has something to do with the present memory that we have gathered in the past. And this memory is quite a hurdle that mind cannot cross, mind cannot overcome if it is something negative we have gathered. In that case, how we eradicate that negative part of our memory, or whatever you can call past karma or samskar.
Lord Buddha, he has given 8 injunctions, eightfold teaching, which is divided in 3: Pragya, Shil, Samadhi. Pragya means awareness, knowledge, wisdom, awareness. Pragya is right perception, right perception, Pragya. And right sammak dishti, sammak sankalpa, and right thinking, right perception and right thinking. And Shila, right action, right earning, and right speech. And then Samadhi are 3: right exercises and right memory and right concentration. So what you are talking about memory, everybody in the world has good or bad memories. Some memories are depressing, some memories are not energizing you, inspiring you, and some memories are very delightful and inspiring. So these jumbled up memories, and the memories have to be filtered. Memories have to be filtered by your discretion. That is why I call sammak smriti, right recollection. So this has to be practiced. Any memory which hurts you should be rejected, should be cornered, should be punched down, pinned down, not allowed to come up. That's why you have to be busy with samadhi or busy with some sammak karma, right action. Either you take up some right action, automatically bad memories will go. Smriti Parishuddha, like Patanjali says, the Smriti Parishuddha Samadhi will come. When your memories are cleared, filtered, the right kind of memories are only coming to you and not wrong ones, because everybody has wrong memories. Everybody has some sort of deeds in the past, maybe in the past, or might have spoken something or done something that hurts him or behaved in such a way. But these things are not to be remembered. Backslidings, these backslidings have to be overcome. Shankaracharya says that anything you have done wrong, you think wrong is wrong. Don't think of wrong deeds. You think that I have done nothing wrong. So if you think that I have done something wrong, then it gives you. So this is one interesting thing, that practice concentration and right kind of work, selfless kind of work, service kind of activities, helping others or doing some creativity. If you are busy with creativity, where is the time for the mind to think of those bygone days? Let bygone be bygone. That is the thing.